everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua. We're minutes away from the Battle of the Bridge 2019. Nashua High North doing battle with Nashua High South. We are live if you happen to be watching this on a Friday night. John Collins along with Tom King as always. And Tom, this has been a rivalry game since the split, of course. This year, though, we can say, I think, that North has been a decided favorite entering the game because they got the perfect record and they've been putting up major points.
You know what, John? I would have thought that to be true a week or two ago, but South scored 100 points in their last two games. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say North is a major favorite. I don't think that's true at all. I think they're slight favorites. They're 4-0. South has found themselves. They've found their offense. They beat a very good Merrimack team last week, 48-27. So they are 43-27, I think. But they have put up 47-28 was the score of that game. I'm sorry. But they have put up some points. So for North, defensively, they're going to have to do the job. And losing Xavier Provost, we all saw him as a running back.
That was the downer in that big win over Exeter last week.
Right, but I saw him when I was down on the field also as a defensive player. Very good one, as a matter of fact. So I think
big tackles.
Basically, it's going to come down to who can play better defense in this football game. South's got a lot of their players back that were injured, but they've got a lot of young players on defense. So, but I think the key for South is they have Jason Campo back. Campo and Harris are old Pop Warner teammates. So one is the best player on one team, the other is the best player on his team. So I think it's going to be those two, and we'll see how it works out.
Well, that's
and they're both good on both sides of the ball.
Well, you certainly have put the game in better perspective now with Xavier Provost down, Jason Campo's back. It's
that's a formula.
A big swing, huh?
That is a big swing, I think, in terms of personnel.
And Curtis Harris is such. You have most valuable players on a lot of teams, but without Curtis Harris, North would be in a lot of trouble. And he gets a lot of touches, as you said, and they depend on his health.
Well, they make him the quarterback to give him those touches.
Yeah.
So he touches the ball on every offensive play. And I always say, you know, when you need it, you've got to put the ball in the hands of your best player, and they're able to do that every play, which is why he's the quarterback. Now, how much will they be able to throw? I don't know. This could be a very big ground game for both teams because Harris, he's got a great arm. How accurate can he be? Mike Rutstein is a sophomore for South, you know, and they have taken away the passing game. They needed a running game. They developed one the last 2 weeks. So in my mind, both teams are going to run the ball a lot. It used to be, John, that they used to pass it a lot, but in my mind tonight, I think they're going to both be running it a lot.
Interesting sign that we can see just to the right of your screen there. It says 2019, the year the Panthers went extinct. So this is the Nashua North banner that the Titans are about to run through when they come charging out of the locker room any second. The Titans at 4-0. Trying to work on a perfect season or continue a perfect season at the expense of their city rivals, Nashua South. South 3-1 though, but surging as Tom just pointed out. And here come the Titans. They'll be returning to the near side of the field as you see South manning the far side of the field. North hosting the home team for these Battle of the Bridge games that we have covered. Volleyball, field hockey so far. So North's going to be looking for a little bit of revenge for the volleyball girls last night.
2 down, 3 to go.
Yeah,
you know.
We saw.
So I don't think that's so much in their mind. I think what's in their mind is they win this, they're 5-0, and that's pretty much that cements them with 4 games left. That puts them in great shape to be the top seed in the conference.
It is a pivotal game.
And you know what? They go from this to Girton the next week, you know, so it doesn't stop here.
Right.
So,
and national anthem time here at Stellos.
the bridge.
We are ready for some football here at Stellos. You'll be hearing the public address voice of Jason Roby in the background. Bill Thorpe will be our spotter. We have Tim O'Neill on our main camera up top and Frank Wallen down below. Our executive producer Pete Johnson's right next to me, along with Jim McLean also running the controls tonight for this south-north battle as the captains walk out to the center of the field to determine the coin toss. The elements are just about a non-factor tonight. It's a beautiful night for football.
It is. I don't know how much. We had a lot of wind earlier in the day. I don't know how much wind is out there right now. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but still, that's the one thing you got to worry about.
Yeah.
It could change.
Right.
It was. John, it knocked out a tree limb in front of my house.
Did it? No, the wind. It was gusting today.
Noticed it when I walked out to come here. I had to stop and take care of it.
I actually forgot about that windiness earlier when I walked in here because I didn't feel any. But you never know if that could change during the course of the game. Of course, we saw a field goal. Was it 33 yards determined the victory last week?
Yeah, and a lot of preparation went into that. I mean, Jason Roby, who's doing the PA, and our TV ETV colleague, he worked with the special teams with North, and really kind of developed. He did it in class too, gym class.
Nice.
So they
a little bonus practice.
Yeah, so that worked.
So we will see South receiving the opening kickoff to the left of your screen. Head coach of Nashua North, Dante Lorendi, has a team that's unbeaten so far, and they are hyped up for this city rivalry game. His assistant coaches for North, Chad Zabolis, Kyle Tave, Tyler Bollier, Zach Harris, Tony Santorsa, Rick Leavenworth, Zach Honeywell, and Eric Fowler. The coaching staff for South, of course, the head coach is Scott Knight, assisted by Bill Monson and Matt Froment. The JV coaches Ray DeRusha and Colin Scoggins. Freshman coaches Matt DeTola and Mike Harris. Well-attended game right now. We see stands full on either side of the Mata Field turf here at Stellos. Looking forward to some exciting Division I action here. Nashua North, of course, leading the West Division with a record of 4-0. Bishop Girton and Nashua South currently tied for second place at 3-1. Merrimack's at 2-2, and Keene 0 for 4 so far. Tomorrow night, Bishop Girton taking on Merrimack in a battle for probably third place at that point, depending on what happens tonight. Nashua South, of course, could drop to 3-2, but they have other ideas after amassing 100 points in their last 2 games. Sam Nichols will kick it off for North. It is off of a upman's foreleg there, and a good job of recovering and getting something out of it after the ball deflected off of his body. Number 27, Jason Campo, immediately making his presence felt here on his return to the football field. Fielded that one and was able to catch the rebound off his leg and get decent field position for South, opening up their first drive of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 33. So under center. For South is Michael Rutstein, number 18. Official timeout before the first snap. I don't know what that's about. The official's probably going to come over and tell us right now. Encroachment offense, neutral zone. Wow, somebody lined up wrong. So they're going to have to start 1st and 15 from their own 28. Longtime coach Jason Roby is up here doing the PA. Hasn't seen that before. Lining up offside as an offense to begin the game. And the carry is up the middle for Joseph Baturla. And Baturla trying to get back some of that 1st and 15, gets it to the 33. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd down and 10. That opening penalty did them no favors, of course, making it that much more difficult to get that opening first down. There you get a good look at Jason Campo, the slot receiver, number 27, will be a key player. October pink, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see the color theme. There's a great look at a swing pass to the sideline. Connor Roswell has it, and he's tackled after a very short gain, if any, on the play. Rousseau tackled by Curtis Harris, the great two-way player. Curtis Harris, actually three-way when you throw in the special teams. And it's 3rd and long. It was a loss of 2 yards on the play. So here's Michael Rutstein. Rutstein has a tough 3rd and long to make here. Ball at the 33 as he faces this tough North defense who are hungry to get maybe a turnover, a big play here to bust this game open early. Holding on to it, Rutstein slips a tackle. He's past the 40-yard line, but he needed to get to the 48. Did he make it? Wow, he did. First down run for Rutstein, just got enough as he broke that tackle. Under center. Rutstein with a nice conversion there. 1st and 10, move the sticks on 3rd and long. Impressive. Campo darts his way through the line for a big chunk of change on 1st down. He's out to the midfield stripe. Jason Campo with a strong 1st down carry, good for 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. So South showing their offense or flexing their offensive muscle here early, converting the 3rd and long, and now on the move on a good 1st down carry. It helps when you don't get penalized 5 yards for lining up in an illegal formation. Rutstein in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. This looks like Baturla up the middle, and he is tackled after a gain of about 4, and it's another 1st down for South. They move the sticks. Needed 4, got 4. Number 28, Joe Baturla with the carry. So steady progress for South going by way of the air. That big keeper by Michael Rutstein, the sophomore QB, was the key ingredient so far in this drive. Rumbling for 13 yards on 3rd and long, and Rutstein standing at midfield in the shotgun, looking for maybe his first passing play of the game. No, he's going to hand it off. Baturla wrapped up and dropped after a short gain. Spencer Whiting was waiting with open arms there at linebacker for the Titans. So call it a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers on the near hash mark. Friday night, October 5. Welcome everyone. If you're watching it on Nashua TV, we're live here, the Battle of the Bridge 2019. North trying to preserve a 4-0 record, but they're up against a tough offensive weaponized team here. Good gain, Tyler Armin, the slot back, getting his first carry of the game. Gets it to the 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd and about 3 for the Panthers. Let's see what they come up with here. This is probably 2-down territory. South showing an ability to convert on 3rd and about a dozen the last time they had a key 3rd down, and now they've got much better field position, so some options on the table for the Panthers. Hands it off. Campos got the 1st down. As he gets outside, he bangs into a few bodies before he goes down, well beyond the sticks. Another Nashua South 1st down as they continue to move the ball and kind of wear out North on defense a little bit here. 12-minute quarters in New Hampshire high school football, and we have played close to 5 minutes of the 1st quarter. Ball at the 32-yard line now of North. You see some of the North defenders breathing a little bit heavy here. And adjusting their mouthpieces as they get set for this offensive onslaught by South. Good sidestep move by Baturla, and he bangs his way forward for a gain of about 7 on the play. You can watch some of the blocking on the replay here for Baturla. He did a nice sidestep job there. One of the defensive linemen, number 61 for North, literally got turned around. Max Ackerman on the offensive line block by Joshua LaCourse. The sophomore offensive lineman, number 63, just to the left of center, doing an excellent job on that run play to give Baturla some room. So it is a 2nd down and 4 to go after the 6-yard gain, and this one is going to go against North. It's the first penalty against the Titans so far in the contest. And on 2nd down and 4, it's going to make it an automatic first down, I believe. So they'll put the down marker just beyond the line to gain, and it will be 1st and 10 now from the 21. So Michael Rutstein with an option here. Is he going to throw it for the first time tonight? No, he's going to hand it off to Campo with a full head of steam outside. Campo gets tripped up and downed. What a nice defensive play on the outside to cut down Campo. This one was threatening to go the distance, and watch the contain here by number 8 on the stop. Great play by Devin Brassedy, the junior linebacker, getting a hand on the ball carrier. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4 to go. Near hash mark. Rutstein hands it off. Big opening there, and crashing through is Campo for the first down. He is inside the 10-yard line. Place it at the 8. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 8. A drive that has chewed up 7 minutes of the opening quarter for the Panthers. They are just in command right now. The big ingredient in this drive of threatening to be 67 yards is that 13-yard keeper by Rutstein. This one doesn't go for all that much. A good job of containing on the left side of the defensive line by North. Spencer Whiting, number 56, again in on the tackle for the Titans. And it's going to be 2nd down and goal to go. And now there's a holding penalty apparently. So that's going to put a big wad of gum in the works for the Panthers if they had intentions of going down and scoring on this opening drive. It's going to be 1st down and goal to go from the 18. We're going to replay that down. So ball's at the 18-yard line, 1st and goal. South needs to rip off some big running plays if they're going to keep it on the ground. They have not thrown the ball yet. Michael Rutstein with the hard count, and he gets the flag. Rutstein gets back 5 of the 10 using his voice. And so Titans couldn't stay disciplined enough. Somebody jumped, and that's 5 yards back in the positive direction for the Panthers, trying to score in the game's opening drive. As you got a good look at the crowd here at Stellos Stadium on a pleasant fall Friday, live on Nashua ETV. South trying to interrupt North's perfect season. Campo galloping through the middle is hit hard, and I think it was Spencer Whiting that once again gets credited with making the stop here in the middle. What a hard hit in the middle.
2nd down and goal from the 9.
And that's number 21 actually that brought the wood for the Titans. Curtis Harris with a great hit in the middle along with Whiting. Harris making his presence felt. The handoff is to Campo. He gallops through the left side, and he is inside the 5. It's going to be 3rd down and goal to go from about the 3. Whiting getting over there to make the play. Spencer Whiting's made tackles on both sides of the line tonight. He's everywhere, but the Panthers appear to be wearing them down. They have 2 chances to punch the ball in here from the 3. 3rd down and goal to go for Michael Rutstein and his South offense. Far hash mark. The handoff is to Campo. He dives into the middle, and he's going to be at least a yard short of the goal line. Make it at the 2-yard line. Looks like goal to go. Decision time now for the Panthers. It looks like there's no question that no personnel at all as far as special teams even edging toward the sideline. They're going right back up to the line of scrimmage, and they are going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 2. A drive that has eaten up over 9 minutes of the first quarter. What will be the result? The handoff, taking it outside, and North's going to come up with the stop. Nashua North stops South after a drive of over 60 yards. It gets stopped inside the 5-yard line. A huge stop for the Titans after a drive that ate up nearly the entire first quarter. As you see on the replay, this juke to the outside might have cost Campo the chance to get around the corner quickly. And they caught up to him. In on the tackle was number 8, Devin Brassity from the backside. That hesitation definitely cost Campo. Curtis Harris on the keeper eludes a few tackles and gets it outside the 10-yard line. So the ball was 1st and 10 at the 4, and Harris gets it outside the 10-yard line. Just a terrific runner, Curtis Harris, making something out of nothing, and he'll make a whole lot out of something if you give him a few blocks. So it's 2nd and 3 as the Titans try to work their way out of their own, deep in their own end on their very first possession of this game after that huge defensive stop. Harris bursts through the line. Curtis Harris is gone. The 40, the 50. Nobody is going to catch Curtis Harris as he sprints the length of the field with the game's first 6 points. What a turn of events. Look at Curtis Harris just get loose on this play. He got a great block. There are no flags down, and Curtis Harris goes the distance. Right there, it was all over. He was sprung inside the 20, and then as he ran down the sideline, he only put more distance between himself and the nearest defender. Number 21 with 6 points, and also he figured in on the big defensive stop just moments earlier before North took possession of the football for the first time tonight. Boots it off the upright. Oh, the kick by Lucas Cunningham rattles off the left upright, so it's 6-0 your score. How about that? South had the ball for nearly 10 minutes, grinding it down the field. A big run in the middle of it all by quarterback Michael Rutstein for about 13 yards. But then Curtis Harris just gets loose down the near sideline, and in one play, actually 2 plays, North strikes first on the scoreboard. Such is the spectacular legs of one Curtis Harris. So 6 zips, South will be getting the ball back. All too quickly if you're the North defense. Would have been nice for some of the defenders who are not two-way players to get a little more of a breather there, but among the players who will be right back out there to defend will be the guy that just ran the length of the field, Curtis Harris, with that 6 points. Unfortunate for Luke Cunningham that he was not able to convert the extra point after that spectacular game-winning field goal that he got from 33 yards to win the Exeter game. Picking up the ground ball punt and trying to run through a few defenders, does a nice job, still on his feet. Christopher Keefe dives forward to beyond the 20. Had to do a lot of nifty footwork to get to where he did. It was a pretty good kickoff, though, deep into his own end that had him start at a disadvantage there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for South. They had the ball about their own 33 the first time they touched the ball, and this time they are just outside the 20, so they've got even farther to go this time to get a score. 6-0, 1st and 10. North up on the scoreboard first. A statement stop on 4th and goal from the 3. And then an even louder statement run from Curtis Harris as he burst through the left side of the line and went the distance. I believe it was a carry of about 86 yards. Handoff is to Josh Campo. He's gotten a lot of touches already in this game. His brother Jason Campo wears number 27. Joshua wears number 26. Joshua's the younger, number 26. So it's easy to remember by 26 is the lower number than the number 27, Jason, the junior linebacker and slot back. So Michael Rutstein back into the shotgun, looking up at a 6-0 deficit here. With a minute left, he fumbles it, and pouncing on top of him is Anthony Sexton. So interesting, I don't know what exactly happened on that. It just slipped through his fingers. He kind of looked to his right before he had the ball. It's the classic, didn't look the ball into his hands before it slipped through. So break for the Titans defense, and another 3rd down and 12. Now Rutstein was faced with this earlier in the game and he converted with a keeper. Let's see what he does here. He's going to hand it off to Campo. Stiff arm, getting to the outside. Jason is tripped up and he is got a 1st down. What a run by Jason Campo. I believe they're going to give him the 1st down and 10. They'll move the chains. Terrific run by the junior, Jason Campo. 18 seconds remain in the first quarter. 6-0 Titans lead the Panthers. The Panthers trying to answer back, but chances are they won't be able to do it in the first quarter. May have to wait till the second. This will be the last play of the first quarter if they get it off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and they're not going to get it off. First quarter comes to an end, and it is a 6-0 advantage for the Titans. So North, with the best case scenario after the 4th down stop at their goal line, 2 plays, they go 97 yards on the drive, which consisted of 2 plays, 2 runs by Curtis Harris. So they're going to call it 89 yards. He started that second down and 4 run from the 11 and just sprinted the distance. So 89 yards for Curtis Harris. He's got a total, I believe, of 95 on the night. And he's off to the races, literally. We go to the second quarter of play here at Stellos. A great look at the Nashua High North band in the stands near us. Our camera crew is Tim O'Neill upstairs. Frank Wallen looking through his lens right there. Jim McLean manning the controls next to me. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Thank you for joining us. This promises to be a close game, I would say. I mean, South back on the offense here showed definite ability to move the football. You just saw Jason Campo with another terrific run, number 27. He's in the backfield again. And the handoff is to Paterla. Paterla finds his way up through the middle of the line. So up the middle. Looks like Spencer Whiting was in on that tackle again. Good pickup of 5 by Paterla on 1st down, so it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Michael Rutstein looking to the sideline. You can see, well, we can see just above the frame, there's the hieroglyphics they have going. The cards that they're just putting down right there is how they get the play call from the sideline. Rutstein in the shotgun's got 2 receivers split wide to the right. We're looking for the game's first pass, and we have it as he throws, rolling right, overthrows his receiver, though, well over the head of the intended receiver, Tyler Armeen, number 21. Ramin appeared to be open in the right flat, and Rutstein just put too much air under it as he rolled out. That one did have the element of surprise going for it in that it was the game's first passing play of any kind for either team. 3rd down and 4, ball at the 38-yard line of South. South still reeling a bit from getting stopped on their 10-minute drive down the field at the goal line and then giving up a touchdown in 2 plays to the Titans' Curtis Harris. Rutstein appears to be maybe changing the play at the line of scrimmage as he looks to the right sideline, and he does go up under center and bark out an audible. The handoff is to Baturla, and he is wrapped up and driven to the turf. What a textbook tackle by the Titans on that play. Let's see if we can pick it up. Is it Spencer Whiting? Oh, terrific, and he got some help certainly from his left outside linebacker, who I believe it was number 41, Brian Blongi. And a flag flies. There was some movement there at the snap. Let's see what the call is. It is going to go against the offense, against the Panthers. So that's going to move it back. It was 4th down and 3. And it's now going to be 4th down and 8, but it is a punting situation. The Titans coming up with another big defensive stop. And to punt for the Panthers, number 33, Zachary Hero. Hero's punt's a pretty good one. It rolls down the middle. Curtis Harris decided not to fair catch it or to field it on a roll or a bounce. And it ends up at about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans. So an effective punt for the Panthers. From where the punter stood to where the ball ended up was about 60 yards. So you got to like that if you are Scott Knight and the South coaching staff, making the Titans work for it a bit, although they were deep in their own end when they had that sudden strike. 95 yards worth of offense on 2 plays from Curtis Harris. Let's see what he does on only his 3rd play from scrimmage tonight here in the 2nd quarter, 2 minutes in. He'll hand it off up the middle, and it's a rugby scrum. Nobody going anywhere there as he meets the defensive line of the Titans. And right in the middle of that line, number 81 for the Titans. So it is now 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball at the 27-yard line of the Titans. Harris is going to keep this one, looking for an opening, and he is down to at about the 30-yard line. He needed to get 10, and he only got a few. So it'll be about 3rd and a long 7 here for the Titans. Let's see where they come up for a play call. Curtis has yet to put the ball in the air. Of course, he's only had 4 plays, including one an 89-yard touchdown run. So that's always a threat and a possibility when Harris touches the ball. He has Jaden Espinal in motion, and you see a flag fly into your TV screen before the snap, and it is going to move the Titans back 5 yards. So instead of 3rd and 8, it's going to be 3rd and 13 from their own 25. It looks like the Titans are going to keep the same play calls, the same formation here. Let's see if Espinal comes in motion again from the top of your screen to the near side. Nope, they're going to change it up. He rolls to the left. He's going to throw it on the run, and it is 1st down yardage, but incomplete. Ball intended for Ed Brassity, who was double covered down the left sideline. Good coverage by the Titans, really nothing there. Harris with just a flick of the wrist able to throw that ball about 25 yards, but good coverage by the Panthers, and also the Titans probably fortunate that that didn't get deflected up in the air because there was a lot of white jerseys, white and purple jerseys in the area. Punting situation for the first time tonight for the Titans, as they will be 4th and 13 from their own 25. The punt is away off the foot of Sam Nichols, and the bouncers fielded on a hop. Good job by Christopher Keefe down the right sideline. Keefe is tackled at about the 33-yard line. Christopher Keefe with a very heads-up return, taking advantage of the bouncer. And the spotters here in the booth thinks that it was a block on the return team. Is that a possible illegal block, we think, on the team that was returning the football? The lengthy discussion there, you see the officials talking it over. And he's actually, yeah, he's talking to the other official and getting their facts straight here. Personal foul, it's going to be. The official just pointed toward the Titans, but he didn't mean that. He meant to move the Panthers back. And that's a big penalty, to say the least, because it's about 20 yards of real estate difference. $15-yard personal foul penalty. Ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line of South. Another lengthy discussion by the officials, maybe about where you want to spot it. Now we're set to go. 8:15 left to go in the first half, folks. We're in the first half. The Titans on defense are leading this game 6-0. The Panthers' opening drive of the game ate up about 10 minutes of the first quarter, and they got stopped on the goal line. And then Curtis Harris carried the next ball from his own goal line about 5 or 6 yards, and then his next carry went for 89 yards down the near sideline for the game's only score by Curtis Harris in the first quarter. 6-0. The extra point kick attempt by Lucas Cunningham went off of the left upright, and that's where we are. Both teams have been forced to punt since then. We've got 7:45 to go in the first half, and a hard-fought game, basically dominated by the defense of North, or the big goal line stand of North. And there's a pass completed down the near sideline. Well thrown ball by Michael Rutstein, finds number 21 for South. That's Tyler Armeen, who got loose here on the near sideline. Tyler Armeen with a nice leaping catch. Good touch on the play. Good touch on the play by Michael Rutstein as he rolled out. He was able to get it just up and over the defender, and Armeen came down with it. So good play by Tyler Armeen. So Rutstein trying to tie it up, rolling to his right, looking to pass. And it's intercepted. Down the sideline. Interception. Curtis Harris takes it down the right sideline. And a huge play. Curtis Harris once again stepping up and making an impact. No flags down, and a big mistake by the South defense and by yours truly on the replay machine. I am sorry. Curtis Harris got me all excited and I hit a button. Sweeping to the left, and up the middle goes Harris. No rest for the great. Up the middle, Curtis Harris gets a gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. So what another huge swing. You never know when the Curtis Harris show is going to happen, and it just happened again. He had that big 89-yard run for a touchdown and this big interception return deep into South territory. 6:09 to go in the first half. North threatening to double up on their lead, up 6-0 and looking for more. The handoff Coming around near side, Anthony Green. Green is going to be swallowed up inside the 25-yard line for a first down for North. They move the chains. Anthony Green doing a nice job of getting outside on the play. First down for the Titans. Ball's at the 23-yard line. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. 5:31 to be exact. Harris with the keeper rolling out. He's got some blockers. Curtis Harris trying to get to the sideline. He cuts it up. He's got a first down. He stumbles forward inside the 10. He's going to be down at the 11-yard line. First and 10. The Curtis Harris show continues at the 11-yard line, so they can get a first down to the 1 without getting a touchdown. 5:08 to go. Clock rolling in the first half. Counting down. The handoff is to Anthony Green. Green's got a blocker. Has one player to beat, and the nice tackle is made by number 22 for North. Getting outside and making the contain play is Ed Brassedy. Textbook tackle. It gets Green down at the 10 for short gain. So it's second down and 9. They can get the first down at about the 1 without getting the touchdown. 4:30 to go and counting down. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. North leading 6-0, trying to add to it. Harris keeps it. He's got a blocker. He's got a hole. Spin move. Harris inside the 5. Call him down at the 4-yard line, maybe. Yeah, goal to go, actually 3 yards to go from the 4 to get a first down. 4 yards for the touchdown. Just inside the 5-yard line. Harris calls his own number again. He finds an opening. Harris dives forward. He's going to get close to the first down. Very close. It's going to depend on the spot here, whether they get a fresh set of downs. And they're actually going to move the chains. I think I just saw the lead official say first down and goal from the 1. So Curtis Harris gets the yards he needed. The clock continues to roll now. 3:45 as we count down toward the end of the first half. North in control of the football game right now. The Curtis Harris show. He got the big interception to trigger this drive, and now he's threatening to cap it off with a run, and he dives forward and he doesn't make it. A nice surge by the interior defensive line of the Titans. So close. That's one you'd probably review if you had a pylon cam looking down the line of scrimmage. I mean, it looked like his helmet was across the line on that play. But it's second down and 1. It does have the feeling of inevitability here. Curtis Harris hands it off and trying to find an opening that's not there. Another good stop by the Panthers. Interior line. The Titans struggling to come up with this 1 yard to gain, and it appeared that Jason Campo, linebacker, got up off the ground as the lead tackler on that play. So Campo stuffing Jaden Espinal on the handoff up the middle. They ran their slot back trying to find an opening underneath everybody. Ball still on the 1 yard line, and it's the third whack at it from the 1 for the Titans. Will they be able to get it in here and double up their lead? The run for Curtis Harris, and he's going to cut it up and in. Curtis Harris with the touchdown run for the Titans. Finding the opening, just picking his spot here. That a good attempt at a diving tackle in the backfield, and when they didn't get him, it just seemed like a done deal, and it was as he slips in. So an 89-yard run for a touchdown and a 1-yard run for a touchdown. Curtis Harris with a couple of big plays, and it's a 12-0 lead. And Lucas Cunningham, who claimed that first extra point, they're going to actually try to go for 2 and even things up at 14 if they can get it. So Harris is in the shotgun. He has Anthony Green as the fullback in front of him, number 34, and Espinal is the I-back. He rolls out after faking the handoff. Curtis Harris spins in for the touchdown. He spins around Jason Campo and into the end zone, and it is a 14-0 Nashua High North lead. Nice run. Nice run by the Titans. Curtis Harris again for the 2-point conversion. So he has accounted for all 14 points on the scoreboard for North. Curtis Harris has his team in the lead by 2 scores, 14-0 with 2:17 remaining in the first half. South's got to be a little bit exasperated right now about having the ball for so long on offense and no points to show for it, thanks to the Titans goal line stand and the interception later in the first half by Harris. So South had their chances. They were on the doorstep on the first stop, the opening drive of the game, and got stopped on 4th down and short at the goal line. And then they had a drive going. They were inside the, I believe they were inside the 25 at one point, or close to the red zone, when Harris snatched that ball away out of the air and took it back all the way into South territory. Kicking off is Sam Nichols, and it's end over end short, and it's going to go out of bounds. The flag will come out. Unless it was touched, maybe it was touched by one of the Panther players. I didn't see the. So the Titans defense, which has been very good against a tremendous machine on offense for South, puts up 100 points combined in their last 2 games. And yet the decision was to kind of do an onside kick there. That gives good field position to the Panthers with only 2 minutes remaining in the half. So you could question that decision right there. You'd want to ideally give South the whole length of the field to go in 2 minutes. Instead, they're 60 yards from pay turf to try to cut this deficit in half. 2 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. There's no 2-minute warning in high school football. The clock just happened to stop at that point. And the counter play goes up the middle. On the carry was Josh Campo. Sophomore running back was wrapped up by Lucas Cunningham, number 5 in the middle of the line. Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. That took, well, because it's a running play and it's running time, that took about 30 seconds off the clock. The clock's at 1:30 right now. As Michael Rutstein steps back to pass, straight drop, looking deep down the field. He's got pressure. Gets away from one tackler, throws it on the run, wide open on the right flat, inside the sideline. Standing by himself on the mad scramble. What a play by Rutstein right there to find all by himself on the right side. That's Tyler Armin again with a big catch for South. Found an opening, and Rutstein almost didn't see him, and that would have been a shame because he was wide open. 1st and 10 for the Panthers with a minute left in the half. The handoff is up the middle to Joshua Campo. Campo dragging some people with him. And it's going to be 2nd down and short. You got a gain of about 8 yards on that carry. Good job by Josh Campo. So the Panthers are going to stop the clock with 53 seconds remaining in the half. 53 seconds to try to get in there and cut this deficit in half. It's a pivotal time in the game once again. The Panthers have eaten up a lot of clock when they've been on offense, but they have nothing to show for it yet. They've got 0 up on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, the Curtis Harris show has 14 points up on the scoreboard, a 1-yard touchdown run and an 89-yard touchdown run. Less than a minute to go. This time out, of course, the backfire element of it is that it gives the Titans defense a chance to catch their breath and regroup and maybe get some kind of a surge up on Bill Thorpe with the cookies. Thank you so much. Our spotter and Baker. So here we go, 2nd down and 2, 53 seconds left to go in the first half. South trailing 14-0, trying to get on the scoreboard. The swing pass goes to Joshua Campos, picking his way back toward the middle before Spencer Whiting finally wipes him out. That took a good 10 seconds off the clock, though, and it's 42 seconds now as they move the chains. That was good enough for first down. Now that they've respotted the ball, the clock's on the move again. Counting down, 35 seconds, 34 seconds. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And somebody jumped. Or was that after a timeout was called? North called a timeout in the middle of the snap count. So interesting. North calls the timeout. 29 seconds left. Time is definitely not on the side of the Panthers here, who favor the run and short passes, but they are 21 yards away from a score with only 29 seconds left in the half. So if anybody gets tackled inbounds, it's going to reduce the number of plays that they can run off here. 1st and 10, that's in their favor certainly. But North, you can see them catching their breath on the sideline and talking to their coaching staff, led by Dante Lorendi, the head coach, and assistant coaches Chad Cibolis, Kyle Tave, Tyler Beaulier, Zach Harris, Tony Santorsa, Rick Leavenworth, Zach Honeywell, and Eric Fowler. South's head coach Scott Knight is assisted by Bill Monson, Matt Froment, Ray DeRusha, and Colin Scoggins. And South trots back out onto the field with their play call in mind. 1st down and 10, ball on the 21. Only 29 seconds remain in the first half, and South desperately wants to get back into the scoring column. Looking to pass, Rutstein with all kinds of times going to keep it. He is going to be tackled in play in the middle of the field, and South's going to use a timeout. 20 seconds remaining. Acevedo on the tackle for the Titans. So let's see what, that's Chris Acevedo, number 4, is going to be 2nd down and a couple, but more importantly, they have to go about 13 yards to get a score, and they got 20 seconds to do it. Yeah, it's nice to get the 1st down, but they are probably thinking about getting this ball inside the 10 if they can on the next play. Because a 2-yard run up the middle is going to succeed in only, do they have a timeout left? They have 1 timeout remaining, so they could do a run and play up the middle and then stop the clock. So a chance here for the Panthers to get on the scoreboard before the end of the first half, but the pressure is on. The sophomore quarterback, Michael Rutstein, who drops back into the shotgun. He's got Campo to his left if he wants to swing it to him. He dances away from the pressure, throws off balance to the corner, and it's a contested ball that goes incomplete. Good pass coverage in the corner. The throw on the run, he kind of put it up for grabs a little bit, and Brissetti was in perfect position to take it away from the Panthers' Joe Baturla. So good defense played there by Devin Brassity, blanketing his man. 12 seconds remains now. 3rd down and 2 for the 1st down, and 13 yards for a touchdown. 1 timeout remaining for South. 12 seconds to work with. Michael Rutstein stepping back into the shotgun. Will South be able to score before the end of the first half? A pass in the flat. South's going to have to burn a timeout. That is a stop short of the line to gain, and a great step-up play. The rollout by Rutstein, the completed pass. He made the receiver leap for it a little bit, and just another textbook defensive play by Devin Brassity. Devin Brassity with 2 straight defensive plays, one as a pass defender and that one as a run defender. Brassity doing an excellent job manning his side of the field, and it looks like Rutstein with the right hand, the right-handed thrower, favors throwing to his right, but he might have to try to shift his attention in the second half and pick on somebody in the left side of the secondary, as well as Brassity has been playing over there. 3rd down, make that 4th down. This is the last offensive play for South if they're unable to get a 1st down, but there's only 4 seconds remaining in the half, so they're going to have to go right into the end zone to try to convert this. They're going to kick it. Oh, they're going to try a field goal here. They're going to try a field goal from the, it's going to be a 31-yard kick. Well, that caught me by surprise. Number 22 for South is Jacob Smith. The ball is up, and it is no good. It must have fallen short of the uprights. Let's see how good hold, good looking kick from the side. Off to the left, apparently. Hard to see where that missed, but it missed. I'll take the official's word for it. We are at the end of the first half of play. Battle of the Bridge 2019. The North defense comes up huge and has put a big goose egg up on the scoreboard for South, and it's the Curtis Harris show meanwhile on offense. A 1-yard touchdown run and an 89-yard touchdown run for number 21 of the Titans. The difference in this game. Also, don't forget his big interception return to trigger that second touchdown drive. So South will need an answer to Curtis Harris coming up in the second half of some sort. We've got the bands taking center stage here at Stellos Stadium. John Collins along with Tom King on Nashua TV. Stay with us as we watch all the action live from Stellos on a Friday night football game.
Now entering the field is the Nashua High School South Purple Panther Marching Band and Color Guard. The Purple Panthers are under the direction of drum majors Alanya Talerski, Delaney Nelson, and Sydney Peterson, and color guard captains Caroline Shea and Selena Delano. Assistant directors are Natalie Spots and Thomas Sousa. Percussion instructors Charles Davis, assisted by Tim Morrow and Colby Locke. The color guard routine designers are Caroline Shea and Selena Delano. And the band director and drill designer for the Nashua South Band is Tony Coronis. The Nashua South Purple Panthers show theme is James Bond. They will be performing the James Bond theme, Skyfall by Adele, and a medley of Die Another Day, Live and Let Die, with a recap of the James Bond theme. Please give a warm welcome to the Nashua South Marching Band and Color Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Nashua South Purple Panther Band and Color Guard. Now entering the field from the far sideline is the Nashua High School North Titans Marching Band and Color Guard under the direction of Kristen Olson. The assistant band director is Elizabeth Nault. The visual design is by Carrie Swift. Drill instructors are Elizabeth Nault and Kevin Swift. Color Guard instructors are Nancy Forty and Wendy Sullivan, and the drumline instructor is Charles Davis. The assistant drumline instructor is Tim Morrow. On the field, the Titans are directed by drum majors Keith Fletcher, Teresa Majewski, and Cohen Smith. Color Guard captains are Tori Dunham and Nicole Peralt. Our show, called Northern Nights, includes Late in the Evening, Enter Sandman, Dream On, and My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. Enjoy the show. let's hear it for the Nashua South Purple Panthers as they enter the field for the second half.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half here at Stellos Stadium. North enjoying a 14-0 lead for the moment over Nashua High South. South had the ball for a lot of the first half and has nothing to show for it, thanks to a terrific goal line stand by North on the game's opening drive by South, which ate up over 9 minutes of clock after receiving the opening kickoff. They got stalled inside the 5. A couple of big stops by North, followed up by 2 huge plays by Curtis Harris. First, he ran the ball out over past the 10-yard line to get it out from his own goal line, and then he ripped off an 89-yard run for a touchdown for the game's first score. The extra point attempt by Lucas Cunningham banged off the left upright, so it was 6-0. North came up with another defensive stop, or 2 later on in the game. The biggest was the interception return for about 65 yards or so for Curtis Harris that gave the Titans terrific field position. They grinded it down to the goal line, and then Harris took it in from 1 yard out for the game's second score. The 2-point conversion, also a run by Curtis Harris, was good. So Curtis and his legs have provided all 14 points for the Titans. He's also come up with some big defensive tackles, and of course none huger than that interception on defense. Curtis Harris show in full force again here tonight, and the Panthers are going to be looking for a solution to that in the second half. In the only other game that's going on in the West Division, we'll have that score coming up. Tom King.
Well, that's just it. One team's got Curtis Harris and the other one doesn't. I said, who's got the best player? Often you break it down and you get all into the dynamics of everything else. It's really simple. Who's the best player on the field and who does he play for? And can he make that big of a difference? Curtis Harris has done that.
He certainly has. And the only other game going on in the New Hampshire Division I West Division, it's Keene in action today. They're also in the West Division, and they've made a game of it. They were down 21-0 out on the Seacoast. And according to the Portsmouth High Clippers scores Twitter page, Keene scored 2 touchdowns with under 3 minutes to go in the first half. The first was a 12-yard touchdown pass with 3:02 remaining. Then Keene stripped the ball from Portsmouth on the ensuing kickoff, and they took it down and scored on a 6-yard touchdown pass with less than a half a minute remaining in the first half. So they were down 21-0, and Keene has made a game of it over on the Seacoast. It's 21-14 at the half in favor of Portsmouth. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Keene also gave Bishop Girton an awful tough time in their game. So they might be 0-4, but they're playing with some pride, are the Blackbirds. In this one, pride on the line. The city rivalry continues. South will be kicking off to North. North with a chance to go up by 3 scores as they get the opening possession of the second half. And the upback is Devin Brassedy. Devin Brassedy, who had a terrific sequence of defensive plays at the end of the first half to help keep South scoreless. First, he batted down a pass, and then he tackled a ball carrier on a short swing pass in the open flat on the far sideline. So Devin Brassedy, another big reason why South is scoreless at this point. Brassedy, thank you. Under 12 minutes. Or 12 minutes on the clock in New Hampshire high school football. We just took 4 seconds off the clock with that kickoff. And the handoff up the middle. Banging his way through a maze of tacklers. Jaden Espinal able to make something on the play. Give him a yard. So it's a gain of 1 on first down. Second down and 9. John Collins along with Tom King, with Tim O'Neill on camera up top, and Frank Wallen down on the field with a handheld. First time in Stellos history we were able to get some of our video up on the scoreboard here, and we saw some band activity at halftime and close-ups, people spotting themselves on the Jumbotron, if we can call it that. No room at the end for Curtis Harris as he tried to take the ball to the right, and a great surge by the defensive line of South. It's going to produce a 3rd and long. 3rd and 8. And you see the clock and the score. North enjoying a 14-0 lead for the moment, but South trying to come up with a statement stop at the start of the second half and get the ball back and maybe cut the lead in half. North needs to convert on 3rd and long, and Harris gets tripped up just beyond the line of scrimmage. Another short gain, and it's going to be a 3 and out for the Titans.
Yeah, a little bit
situation.
better reading of their keys for Nashua North. They weren't faked by anything, but then again, Harris didn't cut in and then cut out. Once Harris cuts outside, that's when he's got more success.
That's when there's maximum danger for the
exactly.
defense. Yeah,
he got 4 yards on that. He probably would have had 34 if he cut it out to the right. So now South's got a chance here.
And Sam Nichols punts it, punches it down the field, showing an ability to catch and run with the ball all night. Christopher Keefe does it again and nets some pretty decent field position for South in their first offensive possession of the second half. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37. Devin Brissetti on the tackle. So South showing an ability to move the ball against the Titans defense, but not able to finish. They got stuffed at the goal line in the opening drive, and the costly pick, Michael Rutstein, picked off by Curtis Harris in that second quarter. That produced North's second score, and they got the 2-point conversion, 14-0. Rutstein calling the signals from the shotgun, hands it off to Campo. Jason Campo outside, and he's got a good chunk of change on 1st down. They'll call it a gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Spencer Whiting piling up the tackling numbers
he is, huh?
for North. Yeah, he really roams all over the place, and he usually is squaring up the ball carrier at the end of it when the whistle blows. As Michael Rutstein looks to the sideline with the Campo brothers. Off his left shoulder, Joshua, the sophomore, number 26, and Jason, the elder junior, number 27.
If I'm Dante Laurenti, I'm not happy with what South is getting on
Jason
first down.
Campo blasts his way for a 1st down.
I'm not happy with what South is getting on 1st down. If I'm Dante Laurenti, they're getting way too much yardage on 1st down throughout the whole series. If I'm South, I'm thrilled with it. You know, I'm moving really well.
Jason Campo is tough to bring down in short yardage situations. He is a physical back, but North has contained him where it counts on the scoreboard. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. First possession of the second half after the kickoff and the opening stop for the defense. Joshua Campo. And he has a decent carry on the 1st down, maybe a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7, or a long 6. Ball just on the north side of the midfield stripe. As you can see, we're looking right down here on Nashua TV. A great view of the action from the Stellos Stadium press box here. Rutstein has Joshua Campo to his left, and he has a hard count that drew Max Ackerman offside. Ackerman just a key player in the middle, but he is human, and he just made a mistake. He jumped offside.
That's the 3rd jump by Nashua North in this game.
Yep. Rutstein obviously has been practicing his cadences, and he's produced a few penalties.
That'll bring up a 2nd and short at the 45. 2nd and about 2. If I'm them, I try to take a shot somewhere in the air.
It's been a while since our pass play,
but
and they're going to hand it off to Jason Campo.
Remember, John, you can hold the ball for a long time like they have, and I told you this was not going to be an air game like we've seen in the past years.
Not at all.
But at some point, you've got to put points on the board.
Yes.
You know, and it's a 1st down for South. Now they can operate a little bit better. They can use a little bit of that playbook and see what happens.
Rutstein may be a bit hesitant to put it in the air because he's thrown, I think, 3 passes and one's been intercepted. And here's Jason Campo. He turns the corner and he spills out of bounds after a big chunk on first down. That was a gain of at least 7.5. So it'll be second down and a long 2 for the first down. You can see the down marker and the line to gain right there at the top of your screen. A lot of options for South here on second down and short. A good dent into North territory here, and South threatening to get their first points of the game. A team that put up 100 points combined in their last 2 contests, struggling to score once here against this Titans defense. Diving forward is Josh Campo, number 26. Short gain, and was it enough?
Should be.
No, I think he just marked
Really?
him short.
Wow.
And call it 3rd and 1. Might be half a one, but now on a short running play from the goal in the goal line area inside the 5.
Right.
South tried to run it with Jason Campo around the right side, and North got the penetration. So I'd be surprised if they tried that play again. They're going to go up the middle. Yep, and he's got the first down. Good job of picking his way behind his blockers by Jason Campo, number 27, with the carry that moves the sticks. A workmanlike, deliberate drive here by South. Nothing fancy at all. Moving the chains, steadily making progress down the field. Will North be able to come up with the big stop? It looks like it's going to be 4 down territory, so. And also they have to stay on side during those hard counts. And it's Josh Campo, number 26, with the carry. He runs into a rugby scrum there, and big surge by the offensive line produces a solid 5-yard gain on first down for the Panthers. 2nd and 5. Second down, 5 to go from the 22-yard line. Michael Rutstein, the quarterback for South, the sophomore. He's got the Campo brothers on his left and right as the play gets changed at the line of scrimmage now, and the audible call by Rutstein. They're going to switch to something else. 2 receivers split wide to the right. He's going to hand it off. And it's Joshua Campo up the middle. He's knocked to the turf, but not before another Nashua North.
This is,
we're
watching,
South first down.
deja vu all over again, right? We're
Yeah.
watching a replay of that opening drive.
Yes, we are.
And that's the one thing,
I haven't seen a single run outside, though.
No.
And that might be the key. They're just going right at the interior linemen of North, and they're getting enough.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 16, and they're going up the middle again with Jason
Campo. There,
Campo.
Campo on his feet. He's in for the touchdown.
Yep, there we go.
Jason Campo.
That's the way to do it.
A 16-yard run for a touchdown. It was really no problem.
Not at all. Look at that. Just powered his way in, John.
Yeah.
Absolutely powered.
He's a tough guy to stop when you get a body on him immediately, and then they spotted him a big hole. It was a done deal. So 6 points for South. This extra point would cut the lead exactly in half for North, up 14-6. The extra point to come.
Blocked.
And they're going to say partially blocked.
Let's see that. Yes, let's see that. Let's see if anybody blocked it.
Yeah, I think we missed it.
No, we missed it on camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did look like a block, but that's a big block. That's a
It's a
8-point
big
game.
block, but you know what? The way that they run the ball up the middle, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a 2-point conversion. That's just.
Yep. Kickoff time for the Panthers. 4:37 remaining in the third quarter. Still a lot of football left to be played. North leading 14-6 over the Panthers. The Panthers kicking off for the second time in this second half. They gave North the opening possession and stopped them on a 3-and-out. Let's see what happens here. End over end kick's going to go into the end zone, and it's going to be down there by Anthony Green and Jacob Smith. So a good kick by the Edward Brassetti is the one who downed it along with Anthony Green. Good kick by Jacob Smith for South to put that into the end zone. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Titans. They have 3 receivers split wide to the left. If ever they look like a passing play on 1st down, this may be it. No, it's a handoff straight up the middle that goes nowhere. A stuff by the South defensive line. Anthony Green, no opening. So for South, number 81 leading the charge was Kyle O'Connor, the senior. Playing up front. He's also marked down as an offensive outside linebacker, but he got right up in the face of the ball carrier that time on defense. And the whistle before the snap, and that's probably going to go against the offense. Dead ball foul against the Titans. False start. It's going to move them back 5. It was 2nd and 10. It's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 10. So the good kickoff by Jacob Smith, and now a stop on 1st down and a penalty before 2nd down. And it's 2nd and 15 for the Titans. So the Curtis Harris show has one hand tied behind its back here at the start of this second drive of the second half. And Harris going to keep it. He has a little bit of an opening.
Yeah, there we
breaks
go.
it outside. Curtis Harris to the 30. He's got a 1st down. Goes around a tackler. No, he gets pulled down. Number 21 for South, Tyler Armin with a saving tackle.
So what did he do, John? He cut to the outside.
He sure did.
Yep.
Here comes the replay.
Watch him get
That's
it.
the cut.
And then he just goes and cuts. There it is. There's the cut, and then he's just out there. But that whole play went to the outside, not the inside, all to the outside.
Just casually dusting people along the way for the 1st down yardage. Harris on the keeper, and he is up the middle. You know, the tackle for South was Jason Campo.
See, if he can get 3 or 4 yards up the middle before anybody touches him, then he can cut. But if he goes into the line of scrimmage with bodies, he's just not going to break out of it.
Yeah. I'm sure South welcomes seeing him go up the middle most of the time. Because,
you'd wonder about that, you know?
I think the one that puts the fear in people is when he just runs to the outside immediately. We'll see what happens. And he is going to hand it off. Anthony Green's got a blocker. He's got Mwangi in front of him. Green takes it to the sideline. A very nice run by the Titans to get a 1st down out near midfield. Well-designed running play. Mwangi was out in front. I don't think he even had a block. There's a great block to seal off the end by number 56, Spencer Whiting, playing 2 ways. Whiting, the offensive lineman and linebacker, having a great game.
He gets 14 yards on that. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Green was beyond the 1st down marker before
and they got away with it.
Yeah, it was the center that moved.
Yes,
and
exactly.
He did get away with it. Green has it, and he spills his way for 5 or 6 yards on 1st down. Good chunk of change for the Titans as they move the ball.
Now it's North that's putting the drive out.
Yep. Clock rolling, 2:15 to go, 3rd quarter. North is leading 14-6. Up by 8 with the ball and driving. Clock down to the 2-minute mark right now as it continues to roll here in the 3rd quarter. Harris keeps it, gets wrapped up though. That was number 54 finished him off, but I tell you, it was the hand of number 60 for South that slowed him down. Braden McDonald, the interior lineman for South, got the key grip on Curtis Harris right there to slow him down before the tackle was made. So it is 3rd down and 4. Ball is at the 39 of South. Harris rolling. He's going to run it. He cuts it up, and he is hit and brought down short of the first down marker. That was, I believe, Brassetti, Edward, that made the tackle, number 22. He was in on it anyway.
That
was, excuse me, 22 for South is
Jacob Smith.
Jacob Smith. Yeah, it was 22, but the wrong team. Jacob Smith with the key defensive stop on Harris. And less than a minute to go, clock rolling here, 3rd quarter.
Got to go for it here.
They're going to go. 2 yards to gain. Key play in this game. North up by 8, trying to add to their lead. South wants the ball back and wants to tie it up. What is this? In the middle of the play, he stops running. And I guess there's nothing, no violation yet. All kinds of movement.
Call time because the referee already threw the hand up. He's
they get the play off. Harris has it. And he skips his way forward, and he might have got
close.
it.
It's going to be very close.
Oh, it is very close. The spot is all important here. I think that was a bad spot. I mean, the ball came down on the line.
Oh, it did come down on the line. Yeah. I'm shocked at that.
Oh.
Let's see that again.
I wish I could, but I think I missed the wrong key here. Looking at the spot for so long that wow, they say short of the line to gain.
Well,
so
maybe his knee went down, but
I guess his knee did go down.
But it sure looked like the ball made it. So let's see.
Right.
I'd love to see that, but that's all right.
It's probably the continuation of falling down.
And now, John, watch 1st down. Let's see what they do on 1st down. They've gotten a lot of yards tonight on 1st down.
It's Joshua Campo.
Yeah, look at that.
Up the middle.
5 yards.
Yep.
Almost 5. See,
so
it's too much.
It is, and
it's too much. If you're, it's great for South that they're able to do that. If you're North, it's maddening.
Yep.
Well,
that's the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Maybe they spotted him short. I thought he made it to the 41. They spot him at the 40.
Gain of 4.
Yep.
Still a pretty good gain.
Still a pretty good gain. They're doing it on 1st down.
It's not a stop.
Right.
So we go to the 4th quarter, and we'll see if North can come up with a stop of these South drives, these machine-like churning drives that they eat up a lot of clock and yards as they just take the ball down the field. The Campo brothers handling the majority of the ball carrying and just taking it right to the Titan defenders. They'll need to score and get a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Meanwhile, North, knowing that if they can come up with another huge play like they got in the first half, the Curtis Harris interception, it could be the play that wins the game for them.
Could be.
Of course, they went down and drove right there. That would have been huge. That would have been a 2-score deficit for South. So such a big stop by inches there in 4th down of the Curtis Harris run. Nearly a delay of game. It had to be only 1 more second they were going to throw the flag before they got the play off. So South has it near hash mark, 1st and 10 from their own 40 as we begin the 4th quarter. The Battle of the Bridge 2019, North leading by 8 points, South with the football. The handoff up the middle. And Joshua Campo, the sophomore running back, diving forward for about 4. It's 3rd and 1. Got about 5 on that carry. Ball is right at midfield. Needs to get to the North 49. Would be decision time here for South if they don't make it. Needing 8 points. It's still the beginning of the
No, it's got to go
quarter.
to the 46. They're on the 45. 3rd and 1 from the 45.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Let's see here.
1 yard.
Straight ahead.
They got it.
Lower the body and go right through. That's how you do it, Jason Campo. Jason Campo right through. at the 49-yard line. So they got to the 49, but they didn't need that much. 1st and 10, Nashua South. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plays on that touchdown drive. 10 plays, 62 yards.
Rutstein with Jason Campo in motion. Jason gets the handoff. He's got some blockers. He cuts it up, and another big chunk on 1st down. He gets 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 4.
There you go.
Yep.
It's those 1st down runs.
Bruising back, Jason Campo. And
yeah, he's much bigger than he was a year ago.
Titans just not able to bring him down.
No. 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Rutstein. And no handoff. Might be the busted play.
Rutstein's
He's going to run it, and
he'd be very close.
Heads.
Very close to a 1st
very
down.
Close. He's putting him right at the marker. The official's looking at it. The marker did the marker. Oh, one of the players got knocked down, slow to get up. That's number 18 for North, Brandon Sorreo. He's okay, it looks like. Also knocked down the 1st down marker. And delayed the call by the officials.
Gonna be 3rd.
Yep.
Mark him short. 3rd and 1. Now it's just straight ahead, Jason Campo. I don't think you're going to have any problems.
You would think
they are almost automatic that way. I think the thing that they tried to do too much was go wide on that touchdown drive, on that first drive of the game when it got down to be 4th down.
Rutstein hands it off. Jason Campo changes direction, and he's still on his feet. Campo is going to be tackled, but you could see he got to the line of game.
He got way beyond it. He got to the 39.
Yep.
See if they mark his forward progress.
And yes, they do. So he's at the 39, 1st and 10 for South. Just that quickly, South has eaten up.
And I'll tell you what, you know what's got to,
2.5 minutes into the 4th
Well, you know
quarter.
what's got to figure into this, John, is fatigue.
Rutstein in the shotgun. And the counter play, handoff to Jason Campo. He was met close to the line of scrimmage, but again, just used that power to churn forward for about 3. Instead of a stop for no gain, it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Titans determined to come up with a better 1st down play there. Did a little bit better. 2nd down and 7 for the the Panthers, which is it's 2-down territory, no question. Down by 8 at this point in the field. This point.
3-down territory.
Yeah. Right.
2nd down right now.
Fumble, ball on the turf, and it looked like South grabbed it. One of the players on the offensive line. No, wait a minute. Can't say too soon.
No, you're gonna have to see.
It looks like Glenn
Nobody's
Preston
celebrating
has his
in North,
hands on
though.
it. No.
No one's celebrating.
Glenn Preston doesn't really have position if you're looking at this as a wrestling referee.
It looks like
offensive possession.
The North Titans are jumping now. They've got it.
Wow. Was that Spencer Whiting that got it?
Don't know.
Won the wrestling match, maybe? How about that?
Was that Campo on the carry?
It was, I believe, not him. Wasn't it one of the other backs? Or was it Joshua Campo? Might have been Joshua Campo. I don't think it was Jason. A big fumble there. Big fumble. 8:27 to go in the game. The Titans would love to score here, but what they want to do most of all is just not go 3 and out. Because there's still plenty of time left on the clock, even with the Panthers offense. Handoff, up the middle it goes. Jaden Espinal on the carry, trying to find a seam on the left side of the line. Slow to get up for the Titans is Spencer Whiting. Flag is on the field, and it's a blow to the head against the defense. personal foul.
Oh, that's a tough penalty for them.
So a 15-yard penalty against South. It's going to move the ball all the way into South territory to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Titans. A break there. That might have been why offensive lineman Spencer Whiting was slow to get up, but the official saw it and he flagged it. So 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10. Titans looking to their sideline and coaching staff for the next play call. Anthony Green is your lone running back. A little bit of confusion there. Now I think Curtis Harris has the play. He's got receiver split 3 to the left, and a whistle could be delay a game. It is. Delay a game. North was looking to the sideline for so long. And then once they had the play, they took some more time for setup. And they got flagged. So they give back 5 of the 15 on the personal foul against South. The net effect, 1st and 15 to go from the 48. Shotgun snap to Harris. Green's got it. Green's got a big gainer, keeping those legs moving. He needed to get 15 and he got 13. Takes it down to the 35-yard line. Great run there by Anthony Green. Jason Campo finally made the stop. And 2nd and 2 for the Titans. See if Harris keeps this one or gives it back to Green again. And he gives it to Anthony Green. Green has got a first down. He bounces it to the outside. He's got a blocker, and he is out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Anthony Green with back-to-back nice
Green
runs.
does a nice job of bouncing it outside. The only problem was the real estate wasn't there. So watch him go. He gets hit, and then he just stays on his feet, bounces to the outside. The one thing he did, he stood up straight. But he gets a first down. It's a first down now at the 24-yard line.
So if you're North, you don't necessarily want to go out of bounds. Clock stops.
Green has got 24 yards on his last 2 carries.
Not too shabby. 7:13 to go in the ball game. North trying to add to an 8-point lead, up 14-6. In motion is Brassetti. Harris is going to keep it off left tackle, and he is downed at about the 21. Only a gain of 1 on the play, maybe 2. 2nd and long here for the Titans. The clock is rolling. We're under 7 minutes left to play. Tell you what, even a field goal here could seal the game for the Titans, but they're thinking touchdown, you know, with the Curtis Harris show, definitely. Thinking about 6 more. 2nd and long. Harris hands it off to Green. Green up the middle, and not much there. Rugby scrum tackle. Leading the way for South was number 52. We don't have him on our roster. Good play, number 52 for South. Back into the shotgun. Curtis Harris has Green as the up back and Brassetti as the I back. Fakes to Brassetti, rolls to his left to pass, throws on the run, incomplete at the feet of Sam Nichols. Incomplete. Penalty flag on the play. He was rolling out. One of the lead blockers for, somebody roughed the passer after the throw. They're going to talk it over here. Will they pick it up? Let's see. If this is a personal foul against South, it's going to be huge. Roughing the passer against the Panthers. Their 2nd. Oh, and holding offsets. So that's what the discussion was. Offsetting penalties on the play. Somebody held in front of Harris before he took a blow after the throw. And we will replay 3rd down and 7 or 6, 3rd and 6.
No. It should be 3rd down. It's a reset.
6:04 remaining. A key conversion here for the Titans. They'll probably go for it on 4th down. It's way too close to punt. Another whistle before the start of the play. Another officials conference.
Well, it is 4th down, John.
It is 4th down then.
4th
okay.
and 7 from the 20.
There's a little bit of confusion about that too. It's 3rd down. It should be 3rd
Oh, they
down.
flipped it back. All right.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so
Yep.
that's what it was.
So 3rd and 7 from
Yeah.
the 20.
3rd and 7. Harris is going to hand it off. Green bursts through, but he gets tripped up. And number 9 for South gets credited with the key tackle in the middle, Jake McDevitt.
He gets down to about the 17,
Senior.
maybe the 16.
Yeah, so it's a 4th down and not an easy 4.
4th and about 3.
Yep, 4th and about 3. And the ball's at the 16. They need to get to the 13. So they don't want to get another delay of game penalty. Nobody seems to be in any hurry to call a play and run it here. And the clock's ticking. 5:47. The clock continues to roll, and everybody is just staring at the sideline, and no play call is forthcoming.
They may need to call timeout. I think they just did.
Timeout.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't look like anybody from North called the timeout. The officials. North may still have to call a timeout here. It's going to be all a done deal, 5 yards. They're rolling the clock. They couldn't have much more to call, and this is going to be a delay of game.
They've got to call timeout.
What are they doing? Why
I don't know why they don't call time.
Reset the play clock? All right. They're ready to go.
Wow, that was amazing.
The clock was rolling that whole time.
Exactly. I don't know why.
That's
Now they've got to call something. Now they call timeout.
Wow.
Too much confusion on the field. You've got to call timeout there.
If you're South, are you questioning how much time came off the clock?
Yes, I do.
I mean, that
But
felt like
the time is also kept by the officials on the field. That was awful.
I wish I could remember exactly the time on the clock when that all started, but I felt like it was close to 6 minutes. Now it's 5:09 remaining in the ball game. So the clock stops at 5:09 to go. North enjoying an 8-point advantage late in this one. And it's looking like that South is going to have to come up with some sort of a dramatic comeback if they're going to come up with a stop and a tie game.
Fourth and 3, 5:13 left. And I'll tell you what, if they don't get a first down, don't put it past South to drive the length of the field and take all that time off the clock. You can see it happening, can't you?
Yeah. North in the driver's seat here, but they need to convert. On
Oh,
4th and
Harris
3.
is going to throw it. No, he's going to
Rolling
run.
out. Harris throws it. It's
Nah.
deflected and it's knocked down.
See, I just don't understand that. Why do you do something you're not good at? Harris rolls out, looks for see where the defender is, and then throws on the roll, but no one near. And you know, I don't get the call. I would say you've got to run Harris. When you're down that far, 4th and 3, keep the ball in the hands of your best player.
Your playmaker.
Don't get cute.
A little bit cute right there.
Too
It
cute.
Also stopped the clock at 5:07.
5:07,
Oh.
and now watch. Here's that chance right now.
How'd that play only
with
take
that
2
drive.
seconds?
I
It
think
was
the
it
clock.
was
I think
5:09.
the clock was reset, John.
Oh, okay, it must have been. Okay, so 5 minutes to work with, down by 8. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Following his blockers to the right side was
Now that
Jason
time
Campo.
South didn't get a whole heck of a lot on first down.
You got to know that Jason Campo is going to get those first down carries. He actually is coming off the field right now. Interesting. I don't know if they have a second down play call design in mind, but Campo came right off the field after that first down run. It is 2nd down and about 7. Rutstein has receivers split to the left. And it's just a regular handoff up the middle. Joshua Campo this time on the carry. Not much there, and North already has a chance to come up with a huge. Oh, they gave him the 1st down. I'm sorry.
Wow.
They gave it to him. Wow, they just magically gained the yards they
It didn't
needed.
look it, did it?
No, it didn't. It looked like they got stopped. But it moves the chains. Ball to 27. And the handoff, Jason Campo, not much there. Some extra after the whistle. That could have been flagged. A little extra. A little frustration there on the part of Kyle O'Connor. But he did not get flagged. It was still considered continuation of the play.
Another good 1st down stop for North. And that's almost critical because the clock continues to roll. And you get 3:35 left in the game.
Handoff. Jason Campo
boy.
is knocked to the turf. What a tackle.
Espinal.
Jaden Espinal with his biggest defensive play.
Let's see how
of the game.
Espinal got through. Well, doesn't work.
This time. Oh, okay, sorry.
No one touched Espinal.
Yeah, great penetration.
Loss of 2 there.
And I guess Jason Campo looked a little bit tired on that run, I think.
Well, I think Campo. I think everybody's
been
tired
worked.
right now, but here you go.
3 receivers.
They're going to have to throw it now.
Rutstein drops. He's under pressure, and they got him. Sacked at the 11. Terrific play on defense.
Yep, sacking him right there. Anthony Sexton for North, as well as Travis Holbrook.
Sexton and Holbrook had a meeting at the quarterback, and that was bad news for Michael
Right,
Rutstein,
they
who's
got
still
right
down.
through. Yeah, he's still down. He got
Not
hit
good.
hard.
Oh, he's holding his. No, I won't speculate. Oh, the play before it, Pete has on the Jaden Espinal stop, Tom.
There's Espinal. Watch him go right through that hole and with a lot of speed and makes that tackle unblocked.
Textbook tackle by Jaden Espinal in the backfield, produced that sack, or set up that sack for the Titans. 14-6, North in the lead. South's quarterback down on the field. Jerry's out there, the trainer, Jerry Holland. He's done this for years.
Yeah, but now, what do they do at QB? My guess is maybe Chris Keefe. He's going to have to come out of the game.
Yep.
But 4th and 23 with 2:40 left, you can't punt it. I don't think. Can you stop him in a matter of that time, much time with Harris?
How many?
It's 2:43 to
You
go.
got 3
2:40 to
timeouts.
go.
Coach Roby says you can. 3 timeouts. So 2:40 is more like 5 minutes.
Yeah, with the 3 timeouts,
Yeah.
you're right.
But it's the game. The game's on the line if you don't
Right.
come up with your stop.
And Rutstein's going to have to come out of the game
Yep.
because he's been down for a long time. It's not like they had to come stop the
Right.
clock, get a trainer out, the whole bit. You're out of the game.
Our question is, will we even see who the next quarterback
That's
up is?
that's just it.
Because North might just take this punt.
You're not going to put in the backup on a 4th down play, so I don't think
Right.
that's going to happen. Rutstein seems really dazed.
He is shaken up as he's helped off the field. Portsmouth is leading Keene 35-14 late in the 3rd quarter. The punt by South is a good one, booming down inside the 40 and a good roll on top of it.
Yeah, great punt.
Yeah. clock is running. They down it with 2:23 to go in the game. The punt by Zachary Huro. He was standing somewhere inside his own, looking like he was inside his own 10 when he launched that, and ends up all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's 42-14 Portsmouth over Keene now in the fourth.
Yeah, Portsmouth's a good football team. They are going to be battling for one of those playoff spots.
Okay, so Curtis Harris in the shotgun. A chance to seal the deal here as he drops back. Harris has it. Curtis Harris to the 40, to the 50. Curtis Harris is gone. The 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody's going to catch Curtis Harris with his third touchdown of the game.
No one.
North 20 and South 6.
You know, talking on the field.
Look at this. Just burst through, and it was a done deal. And then it's a track meet. And Curtis Harris became Usain Bolt.
Yeah,
and
he
he
sure
was
did.
gone.
70-yard touchdown.
70 yards. And that is going to keep the Titans undefeated. As it booms through the uprights, it is good. It is a 21-6 Titans lead here with 2:12 to go in the ball game. Once again, South having the ball for lengthy amounts of time on offense. They turn it over to North, and what happens? Boom! The Curtis Harris show.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
And what he did, he cut through the hole. There was a hole there. And once he gets that step ahead of everybody, and then the next gear takes over and he's gone.
Wow.
You know, it was funny. I was talking with Jamie Staten from Channel 9, and he didn't know a whole lot about Harris. And I said, he said, what do you think? And I said, well, watch Harris, 21.
Yeah.
And 4 or 5 plays later, no, about 3 plays later, the touchdown run down the sideline.
Yeah.
Should have seen the look.
I got a math problem. If Curtis
Yeah.
Harris runs for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns, and one of the touchdown runs is for 1 yard, what's the average of the other 2 touchdown runs? About 80 yards.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's pretty good for Curtis Harris.
3 touchdowns and an interception to set up one of his touchdowns. South with penalties and fumbles, with turnovers and a couple of key penalties. Hurt them.
Good job at jumping on that loose ball by Zachary Huro, or
You
that
know
would have been
what?
a turnover.
Yeah, it would have been. You're right. He's got to jump on it, but he also has to do it quick because the clock's running. But now I think that's a moot point. It's 21-6.
Even without Xavier Provost out there, North finding a way to put up points while stopping South. This impressive offense that had amassed 100 points, as Tom said in our open, in the past 2 games, and to predict that they would only score 6. I don't think too many people would have done that. The over-under on the South point total. So they do have a new quarterback out there. It's Christopher Keefe.
Yeah, it's Keefe, yep.
Keefe is going to keep it. He's going to do his Curtis Harris imitation. He gets tackled. Keefe got loose there for a second on this play. Good job of faking to the right and then cutting up the middle.
He's a good player.
Who else makes the tackle?
He's a good player.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be the quarterback, but they had, with Dante Young hurt, but during the 7-on-7s and the preseason, they had Keefe catching the ball and Rudstein throwing it.
Yeah. Oh, the bobble by Keefe. He recovers it, and he is going to slip like 2 or 3 tackles still on his feet.
Almost. He was 2 steps away from going all the way.
Chris Keefe, a nifty runner there.
As a matter of fact, I wonder if this is going to open up their eyes and say maybe
it's the Chris Keefe audition right now.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Minute and a half to go. Here's another look at that fine run by Chris Keefe recovering from the bobble.
But what did that bobble do, John? It made the defense hesitate.
Yeah, sort of like a kick returner, which he is.
Right.
And he finally gets dragged down, but he got the first down. The tackle made outside there by number 8, Devin Brissetti, who's had a fine game. Straight drop for Keefe, throws it down the middle. He had a man, but he threw it too far out ahead of the intended receiver, Connor Rousell. And there you see Connor Rousell. Stops the clock, 1:13 to go. And South trailing by 15. South may be forced to start throwing it on every down here. Christopher Keefe, the junior quarterback, is going to keep it. It's being chased to the sideline, and he's going to be kept in bounds. Some hard hits there at the end of that play. Keefe eluded the heaviest contact, but he was kept in bounds on the run outside. He's going to see great pursuit led by number 9 of North, Anthony Sexton. And he gets some help from his teammates to seal off Keefe. Keefe's going to hand off to Jason Campo. Campo to the outside, and Jason Campo's got a first down. He's out of bounds. Good field awareness there for Campo. 33 seconds left to go in the ball game. And North leading comfortably right now by 15, 21-6 with half a minute to go, as South just tries to get some last-second points here. But it is a foregone conclusion that Nashua High North is about to go to 5-0 on the season. What a season they are having.
Boy, something else, huh?
Taking on BG next week.
Another huge football game.
And Keefe's going to get sacked from behind. You could see the sack coming right here on our Nashua ETV camera. He kind of just took too long, and he just got enveloped by Anthony Sexton.
Now, Sexton just kind of waltzed in there. No one touched him. No one looked at him, and he took his time.
He sure did.
I know.
Kind of being kind to Keefe right there.
Yep. And
5 seconds.
5 seconds left, and that'll do it. So North wins 21-6.
They got the playoff. Keefe's going to run it, and he's going to be tackled. Game over. Handshakes to come. Well, a terrific job by Nashua High North to beat their city rival, Nashua High South. These two teams will play again in the Turkey Bowl in November, and I'm sure both teams will come with everything they have on that date, try to make this game, well, South will try to make this game a memory in that one, but North gets the job done, leading from start to finish, and they win it 21-6. Curtis Harris with 3 touchdown runs of 89 yards, 1 yard, and 70 yards. The star of the game, clearly also a huge interception that set up that second touchdown drive. Players shaking hands. Thanks to our great Nashua ETV crew tonight, starting with Tim O'Neill, our cameraman upstairs as we look through his lens. Frank Wallen down on the field, Jim McLean at the controls, and executive producer Pete Johnson seated here next to me running the show. Excellent job, all of you guys. For Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking you for watching. Final score for the final time, Nashua High North 21 and Nashua High South 6. Good night from Stellos Stadium, everybody.